very empowered. In these 2 days, I have learned a lot more than I would have learned on my own at least a year. The information that I know now, it will prevent me making a lot of mistakes. I mean, mistakes are inevitable, sure, but with every mistake comes a cost. So that cost will be minimized. The success is usually, success is usually like piggyback on the failure, but with that, you learn a lot of valuable lessons. So we are starting the right way. And so what I love about the group here, this is my second conference I'm actually attending. And so it's always, you get to speak to other nurse practitioners who do that and how they implemented it, and that they give you an advice, something that you haven't done. And so this is just an opportunity to grow. So I always look at it from a perspective where you will always put in as much as you want. You always get out of something whatever you put in. So if you will come to a mindset with a growth mindset, you will always start to pay attention to how can you grow. So let's say while we're flying here, you think about the questions, right? What am I stuck on? What prevents me from growing? Is it the learning? Is it the mindset? Or is it the information? Or is it something I do not know? And instead of saying something I cannot do it, just rephrasing the question, what can I do so I can do that? Or how can I do that to learn it or to implement that? And it's usually start something small, and just the way to fantasize will make a big deal out of the smallest thing. And so everything is great. The presentations, the one-to-one networking. And again, networking is useless if you will not reach out. So yes, we have each other's information, but we have to use it in the right way as well. So we will be reaching out to them. They'll be reaching out to us, hopefully. And, it's also providing value to each other, because some people think it's a competition, but competition is good because it will force you to innovate, to become better, you cannot stay stagnant. Medicine always grows, always changes. You have to change with it. You're a lifelong learner. So competition's good. Yes, yeah. They were answered within 20 minutes of yesterday, and the rest was everything accumulating because we had a tax professional here, tax accountant. So something that I'm from New York City, we don't really have. They are really always busy, and so this was a perspective from the tax accountant. How can we incorporate, let's say, the booking system, the right way of, let's say, filing taxes, the balance sheets, the P&L and everything, something. So I have been in medicine for a long time, almost 18 years, and I do not have much experience on the business side. So that was empowering to learn more about the business. And marketing aspect, yes. I have spoken to to Andrew before, and now meeting him in person and asking him more questions, learning about something I've learned was a local SEO. Yeah, we always heard about SEO, but now apparently there's three different types. There's local, there's national, there's geo-local. So it's very, very interesting. So there's a lot more. Like he was talking about, like the science behind it. There really is a science. There's so much behind the scenes that we're thinking, oh, how come I'm not getting the people, how come I'm not getting the traffic that I'm supposed to be getting? Well, there's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes. And so now knowing that, it helps us to, in a way, as a business owners, to be more patient, right? Know that there is a process. It's not sort of like a 30-day window where whatever you hire the marketing agency and they say, oh yeah, within 30 days you should feel a turnaround. If that's not happening, you know that what's going on behind the scenes, and I think that is what you have the appreciation for it. Actually, I knew about ChatGPT even last year. I used it several times, but this was more sort of a different perspective, how we can incorporate it, let's say, in a Q&A, the learning, the learning aspect of it, where we can educate the patient, because let's say creating frequently asked questions, instead of us going to it manually, we can just create let's just say a system where it will be answered for them. That sort of thing. That was an interesting perspective. So I started with I am from New York City, and so right now I currently have IV infusion. It's mobile, 100%. I don't have a brick and mortar store. what allowed me to actually start and take that step by taking the Justin's course. He is the one that just came across of it, and yeah, that was just took his course and just went all in, and yeah, that's I would encourage anybody who is thinking about starting a business, because there is a lot more to it. And as a business owner who has no business experience, Justin is the go-to person. So shout out to Justin. Thank you so much he literally changed my life, because without his course, and because it's just the beginning, because I took additional courses. I took the TRT, the hormone, weight loss, and everything. I don't think I would have become a business owner if that was not for him.
What?
Of course. So if I had to categorize, let's say Justin was the person, and then sort of he recommends a certain people that he trusts, and then I actually reached out to him through Justin. I met Will from Commercial Webmaster. He's that is building my website, and sort of he's a trusted source, and he's also amazing. I really like working with him. With several labs also that Justin recommends. And so meeting a lot of these vendors where they are already trusted, right? We do not have to go and try 5 different vendors before we come back to whatever he recommend. So this is what I'm saying. It's allows you to sort of start the right way. So my practice is called Hydrate Express. It's mobile IV therapy right now. It is 100%. We're 100% mobile. I am in the process of implementing TRT, hormone therapy, and I will be opening up the brick and mortar store soon. My Instagram is Hydrate Express with 1 E, so it's Hydrate Express. Feel free to reach out. Any questions you have. I have been in medicine for close to 18 years. I've been paramedic for 12 years, EMT for 2 years. I've been ICU nurse, I've been ER nurse, I've been ICU nurse. So I have a lot of exposure in medicine. Correct. And what sets me apart from my competition is that my IVs are 100% customized. So the patient tells me what he wants to achieve. I ask them, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve with these? What are your symptoms? What are your goals? What are you trying to get out of the session? And so they'll tell me, and then I work the rest. I have 19 different vitamins that I can mix and match. I know almost every possible detail, the side effect, how they work on a molecular level, and so that I can implement all on the bag. And so that definitely improves the quality of the feeling, what the patient gets. So I stumbled upon Justin's. It was just a random Facebook. I was looking for IV therapies, right? Because I knew it existed a long time ago, from even like 2014. IV therapy itself is not new, like back even 90s. So my dad, he was a PA in Felshire and back in Uzbekistan. And so I remember we used to get like having B12 shots into the muscle. So I remember, so that therapy existed. So finally, post-pandemic, this is when it became a lot more mainstream. So I thought about implementing on my own, see how else I can help my patients. And so on Facebook, I just stumbled upon the Justin's course. So I went in to check it out, and yeah, that was a transformative experience ever since. Nice. So yeah, don't be afraid to start anything new. If you don't start whatever the big idea you have, if you don't start within 24 to 48 hours, you will never start. Just start. And don't worry about not knowing everything. You will never know everything, because this is medicine. There are so many things we think we know, and we tend to get hung on the things we don't. We think that we can see potential problem. It is, but then in reality, once you're there, it's not even a problem, and you tend to we always tend to overanalyze the potential problem that we see 5 steps down the road. Meanwhile, we're not even there yet. So what I like to say, I will figure out when I cross that bridge. So right now for me, is the smallest step that I need to start. And then once I start, there's a lot more roads open up, and then you can to see how you can go and different avenues you can take. So you cannot predict. We think we can predict something, right? We see potentials, but we do not really foresee the solutions. The solutions will come once you're closer to that potential speed bump. So for me, I purchased the course to learn. I love to learn. So for me, it was just investing just in another course as I would have taken any other course, just like I do with the testosterone, right? One, I like to learn the information. So, and then when it came to the sort of implementing things like that, yeah, it's 1,000-fold. So I believe any investment you make, whether it's buying the books or buying anything that will empower you, because knowledge is something you will always invest in yourself. Instead of buying, let's just say, the shoes or whatnot, right? Just get a book, something enlightening, so that way you can learn, and hopefully down the road you can empower somebody else to have that transformative life journey, because it is a journey. It is a life journey.
So it was a worthy investment.
It's a million times worthy investment. I got a lot more than I hoped for. So, and I'm grateful for Justin. He is the one that made that happen. I am part of the family. So, so not only the investments was not only I purchased the course, I'm also a tier 3 membership. I have that, and this is my second conference. So, and my goal from going forward to attend every single conference that there is for Elite MP.